And on day 6 we read that he made man in his own image. In the divine image he created them. Male and female he created them. We call this the Imago Dei passage. It's Genesis 1:27. It's a wonderful passage. He created us in his divine image. Male and female he created them. And he looked at us. And after he saw what he had created, he said, this is not just good, this is very good. It's a very subtle distinction, some people think, but I don't think so. Everything in the world was called good. But men and women, we were called very good. We were given a distinction. We were given a class above everything else. We are created in God's own image, and as such, that's where all of our value comes from, all of our worth, all of our dignity, all of our deserving of respect comes from being sons and daughters of God. No matter what we do, our value as a human, as a person, is based on the fact that we were created in God's image and nothing else ever was. Is that a beautiful thing to think about?
And then after Mike and I got married, I got together with them another time, and they said, oh, so I guess you finally lost your virginity. And it hit me in that moment. No, I didn't lose my virginity. I gave my virginity to my spouse. Like, the different way that you think about it, in the context of marriage, it's a gift. It's not something you lose. You don't know where to find it again. It's something that you freely give. And how beautiful, how awesome is that? How positive is that? It's not about a no, it's about saying yes. Okay, and we can choose to ignore all of this stuff. We can choose to say, you know what, I'm going to use my sexuality however I want, just for pleasure or whatever, for hookups, it doesn't matter. I'm just not going to worry about this chastity thing. But that's living below our dignity and below our worth as sons and daughters of God.
That's what lust is. It's this fake counterfeit that we think is going to satisfy us, but it doesn't. We decide we want it, when we want it, how we want it, and then we realize it's not the real thing, and we're left feeling empty. This is what a lot of relationships can be if we decide that we're going to focus on lust instead of love. We find ourselves empty still at the end of the day.
Because whether we like it or not, sex speaks that language, right? And so outside of the context of marriage, sex is still saying, you can have all of me. Except my fertility, because there's no way I want to get pregnant right now, right? Or you can have all of me, except my future, because someone hotter might come along. It's like you can have my body, but you can't have my life, because I just am not sure that I'm ready for that level of commitment. And all of us deserve so much more than that. And that's the true freedom in living a life of purity and living a life of chastity.